Melanin maxing. It's been pretty hot in here. That's perfect time to conclude one of my studies. I have enlightened myself in one of the big questions. Salt. Is salt good? Is salt toxic? Hydration. Does it make it good for hydration, or does it make it bad for everything? This is a big question, especially in the raw meat movement that I have done the best study in. Especially those that follow Arjun's Wonder Plants, who was like, trust me bro, salt toxic, salt very toxic. And then everybody that follows him like Goddess got big on YouTube, and they was like salt rock, salt, no salt in nature for human beings, no. Only herbivores animals look after salt in nature. Salt toxic. But then there's other people like Darko Welchek who put massive amount of salt in water. They're basically drinking seawater, and that's the key to everything for him. Now, in different communities, there's also fights. Is salt good? Is salt not good? It's a big confusion. That's probably by design. If something is confusing, it's by design. It's the MK Ultra in your ears. But I have been eating my raw chicken almost 400 days in a row, getting that raw meat. I've been eating my salmon and oysters, so my DHA levels sky high. I've been out with my ball sack on the sun, and as you can see, I've been melanin maxing. And I've been doing studies for over a year now. Last summer, Arjun's way. This summer, salt way. Which one worked better? Salt way. Salt is not toxic. That's some trust me bro science bullshit. Religious beliefs, huh? But nature. But nature. Hypertonic saline. How the fuck is salt toxic when these doctors use hypertonic saline, which is basically what Darko promotes, but straight into the veins? 3% sodium chloride in water. They skip the stomach so they don't get their shits, straight to the veins, and that helps a lot of people in a brink of death. Thanks, Dr. Jack Cruz. He enlightened my ass on that. They use that if you have some serious heart problems, in surgeries, with serious accidents, probably all kinds of things. They put hypertonic saline, and these people might miraculously heal from places that many people would say, these people gone already. If salt is toxic, how the fuck does that happen? Explain that to me. Secondly, our cells, you and my cells inside of us are full of sodium chloride. That's salt, bro. Sodium chloride. Our cells are full of that, and it has all kinds of effects. For example, when we eat salt, it makes us absorb more UV light. Did you know that? And everybody needs more UV light. UV light is the answer to a whole bunch of issues people are having. Fertility issues, diabetes, cancer, freaking your shaft doesn't go up anymore because you don't get UV light that produces nitric oxide, vitamin D issues, autoimmune issues. It's all sunlight, guys, it's all light. And eating salt makes you absorb more UV light. And we don't get much UV light where I'm from. We need every bit of UV light we can get. So that's the next part. How the fuck salt is in our cell all the freaking time. Sodium chloride. All over our cells if it's freaking toxic for us. Trust me, bro. Just trust me. Show me the mechanism. Show me the mechanism in our bodies. What makes salt toxic. So, based science, salt is approved. Now, heavy metals. We fucked up everything. So now there's heavy metals in our cells. Yes. What detoxes heavy metals? You are looking at it right now. In my skin. Look at his skin tone. What does it look like? Is it high in melanin? Or is it white boy? Chalk boy. It's high in melanin. Melanin, the number one semiconductor in our bodies, does so much awesome stuff. Again, thank you, Dr. Jack Cruz, for freaking enlightening us. That dude freaking figured out a lot. And it makes the puzzle pieces fit together so well. Melanin detoxes heavy metals. I think, to my understanding, it's the best detox. Well, your redox has to be good for your detox to be good. But the more melanin you got, the better you detox heavy metals out of your body. Your body's like, no big deal, little bit this, a little bit that. But that doesn't mean you get a shitty ass salt with heavy metals. Get some good salt. There's some good sea salts available. That low amount of heavy metals like Maldon sea salt is pretty good. I got some Icelandic sea salt. Some of those French sea salts might be really good. Look for that. So my experience, those are the points. My own experience. Last summer, Arjun's way, God's way. Didn't drink much water, drink raw milk, drink fruit juices all day, every day. I felt when these heat waves came, like the days like today, when it's actually pretty hot in Finland, I remember I did not feel hydrated. I was like drinking those shit all the time. And I was thirsty. I was super thirsty. I have been like that for a couple of years because I have been on low salt because of Goddess, because of Arjunus. I have been on low salt for maybe 3-4 years, maybe even. And I remember all these summers when days like these came. This is why I waited to make this video today, because it has been now a couple days very hot over here, so I can have my comparison, so I can share my own experience, which is the most important. Health is N=1 game. So like the last few summers, I have not felt very hydrated, very thirsty all freaking day in days like these. When it gets hot. Also cramps. cramps out of the yin yang. During night, during day, it's no fun. Last summer I had the worst cramp of my life, and I talked about that in my last summer some video in last summer. Go back on the Bayside's catalog. I didn't hide from it. Today, yesterday, not thirsty at all. Just drink little bit, normal amount of pristine Finnish spring water. None of that tap shit. Even though the tap water in Finland might be drinkable, might be pretty good, at least in some freaking cities in Finland, it might be actually pretty good. But I go straight to the spring, straight to the nature, where it comes out from the deep lands of Finland. Pristine water, some of the best water on the whole earth. Then I do little bit sea salt in there, and I've been feeling hydrated, not thirsty at all. It's massive difference to last summers also, and I've been doing this since the winter also, so I've been doing it for a quite while now. But in the summer then I have increased the salt a little bit, and it's been working very good. Also, zero cramps. Cramps, get out of here, I don't like you. That's nature whispering, you fucking it up, boy. If you have problems, if you listen to any guru on YouTube, you read any book, but then you still have problems, nature is whispering to you. Your guru doesn't know, maybe shit, he might be wrong, she might be wrong. Maybe start listening to your own body. So, this goes to the next one. You maybe can do no salt. Like I said in my carnivore diet in 1900s, go check that video out and read the article that I linked. Because these Inuits and Eskimos, they were doing no salt, just fine. But they were eating a lot of seafood all day, every day. Salmon all day, every day. It might be freshwater salmon as well, but I think even that has pretty good amount of salt. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they doing that salmon all day, every day, year round, so they getting bunch of sodium. Some of the tribes doing the blood, that's how they get their sodium. But I'm also sure some of the tribes also do salt. But this is me saying, maybe you can do no salt. In some places. I still got some of the biophysics to learn from Uncle Jack about the salt, but he has taught me salt might be very good, especially in the modern world, where we really need all the light from the sunlight we can get, and salt increases that. It also seems to hydrate us better, because what does 4G non-native EMFs do? They dehydrate us. So that's why in the modern world we might need salt way more. We might need salt way more than those Eskimos and Inuits back in the day. There were no non-native EMFs back in the day in their lands. They were still living in that pristine nature. But salt, it ain't toxic for you. If it is, it causes necrosis. How the fuck does it got necrosis when it's constantly in your cells? Learn some freaking biochemistry. Actually, skip the biochemistry and start learning some biophysics, because biophysics control biochemistry. If you're just learning biochemistry like the freaking system wants you, like the system, the Rockefeller system educates all of these nutritionists and doctors and everybody, That's what they teach in those Rockefeller schools. It's all about biochemistry. Burnout, spinning on your wheels like a freaking smooth brainer. It gets you nowhere very fast. Confusion? No. Best science, harmony, coherent. Because we want our own light be as coherent as possible. When the light inside of us goes chaotic, when it loses the harmony, the coherence, disease, illness, bad vibes. But when we get the light from the outside, we try to stay away from technology as much as we can. We even use a little bit of the salt. You maybe do a little bit raw chicken, salmon, Nutella nutrition. You can skip that if you want. Maybe oysters would be better. Salmon would be better if you live where salmon and oysters are. Some seafood, sardines, that kind of shit. Harmony, connection. You eat that shit with your bare ass on the grass or on the beach, enjoying that sunshine. And when you put that salt, you absorb more of the sunshine. And that's the key to pretty much everything. That's the key to ultimate connection. Where confusion is no more. Fuck the confusion. Fuck the freaking shields. Fuck the trust me bro guys. Fuck the Rockefellers. And fuck their system. Nature's the answer. Listen to whispers. Salt is best science approved. But maybe you can do without it also. But most likely not in the modern world. Hydration important. Get some clean spring water. If you got problems, look into deuterium depleted water. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny, but if you got problems, might be worth it. If you don't got problems, natural water will do. I'm out.